Hey everyone, welcome to the best U.S. Mint news channel on YouTube. I'm Son of a Silver Stacker. Today's date is the 29th of March, 2025, and in this video, we're going to be talking about two things that are going down on Monday that you need to know about. But before that, if you're new here, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to reach a bazillion subs. It's a tremendous number. Not sure exactly how big it is, but it's got to be ginormous. I just know it. Also, we're always live, never edited, and always unscripted. I never know what I'm not going to say. Now over to Money Metals to look at where the spot prices ended the week. Gold at $30.95.85. That's got to be a new all-time high. That's incredible. Silver not at an all-time high. I think closer to 50 would be all-time high. I don't know why it's so low. It's at 34.33. Platinum at $997.95. Palladium at $1,007 even. Stephen and Dr. Copper at $513. You're looking at it in stock. American Silver Eagles premium is $6.39 for a quantity 1 through 39. You will be paying $40.72, and you can probably find those less expensive elsewhere. And look at this. This is the sell to them price, $35.89. Is definitely greater by $1. Looks like the demand is there for buying up those Silver Eagles. Now, over here to numismaticnews.net, there's an article by the Numismatic News staff, and it's updated March 28, 2025 at 9:30 p.m. or a.m., I guess it says there. Title is, Mint Director Asked to Step Down. After nearly 3 years of service, U.S. Mint Director Venture C. Gibson reflects on her time with a heartfelt farewell. And there she is right there. I did meet her at the Fun Show back in January in Orlando, and I got to tell you, she seemed like a really sweet person, a good heart, and I'm bummed to see her go. The 40th director of the U.S. Mint, Venture C. Gibson, announced her retirement on March 20th. Gibson will step down effective March 31st. That is Monday, despite remaining 2 years on her 5-year term. That's a bummer in the summer. The last Mint director had that same problem, right? The Treasury Department hierarchy asked Gibson to step down to accommodate President Donald Trump's nomination for the position. And who is the nomination? I don't even know. It's weird how they would ask her to step down without having somebody to actually go ahead and replace her. When I was in college and I had a girlfriend, I would get another girlfriend and then dump the other girlfriend so I wasn't without somebody, right? I didn't want to go without. I don't know. Maybe it's different. Maybe it isn't. Gibson joined the U.S. Mint as a deputy and acting director in October 2021. In June 2022, the full Senate approved her for a 5-year term, which she's clearly not going to be doing. Gibson, a U.S. Navy veteran, thank you for service, ma'am, has served in numerous government roles, including working for the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the National Labor Relations Board, NLRB. I know the past couple of months have been challenging for us in responding to a number of requests from the U.S. Office of Personnel Management, Treasury, and others, Gibson said in a parting message. We are working continuously to address how we will leverage resources, justify the filling of vacant positions, and finding ways to ensure that we can accomplish our mission amid staffing adjustments and reductions. And don't forget, Ventress Gibson was brought in as a human resources specialist. That is where her professional expertise is. I'm not sure that she was even a coin collector. I'm not sure what was up with that, but she definitely was brought in, I believe, to kind of work out and hammer out all of the human resources issue the United States Mint has. And during that time, regrettably, she let her, prices for silver products get way out of hand. In fact, I would say that if you've looked at the fiscal year 2024 report, you'll see that their annual sets are losing money. The American Innovation Dollars are losing money. And really, the only program that's making money for the United States Mint is the precious metal numismatics. And yes, they make good money on the bullion sales, no doubt about it, but that is a slim margin. The greatest margin, well, it's from the silver stackers that purchase their items from the United States Mint. I mean, look at this, for instance. I mean, look at this. Silver's $34.33. But if you go to the United States Mint, they're going to try and sell you an ounce of silver for $95. Yeah, justify that one. And one of the other issues is the United States Mint, and I think that the next director really ought to have, and I hate to use the coulda, woulda, shoulda, oughta arguments, but really we need a silver pricing sheet, or at least add silver to the precious metals pricing sheet, because last time I checked, silver is a precious metal, right? Isn't it? And why wouldn't it be on the precious metals sheet? I don't know. It's just very frustrating. Anyway, now over the next couple of weeks, she says there are some employees who have been approved to participate in the deferred resignation program. Some are resigning, some are retiring. These employees are part of our Mint family. And I got to ask you folks, when you work at a place, Do you feel like family, or are you just one of those folks that just you do your time, you don't talk to anybody, and you go to the parking lot and you leave? Or are you hanging out, smoking at your car, shooting the stuff with everybody before or you hit the bar? You know what I'm saying? So some people are into that, some people aren't, but it is interesting to see. It says here, we will miss them, and it will feel quite different being without them for quite some time. Try to find ways to celebrate them and thank them for their service and develop ways to keep in touch with them, Gibson continued. I have so thoroughly enjoyed my time with the Mint and will miss it deeply. Be blessed and be a blessing. Know that you are loved and will live indelibly in my heart. Yeah, that's a feel-good moment right there. But do those feel-good moments keep the Mint afloat and in the black and keep them with revenue? Not so much, right? You can't put a thank you in your pocket last time I checked. No, you really can't. Now over here, there's another article I got to share with you. This is incredible. This is from the Bubble Report. I don't know why it just says that, but it's the Bubble Report. And I will leave a link in the description for this article as well as the numismaticnews.net article for Miss Ventress Gibson. All right, here we go. And this is also going down on Monday, too. So Monday's looking like a big deal, right? March 31st is Buy Silver Day. Let's break the banks. Hold on silver. Good luck with that, okay, pal? And I don't believe this. We've seen this in the past, right? This is SilverSqueeze 2.0. They did it a few years ago, I think in 2000, maybe it's 2021. Yeah, I don't see it happening, but if it does, wow, right? We have seen instances like this where individual investors, they buy GameStop, right? Remember the GameStop thing? Is this what they're trying to do? I don't know, but they got something here. Let's keep on keeping on. It says bullion banks like JP Morgan and UBS suppress silver prices through aggressive naked shorting, but a coordinated surge of physical buying could catch them off guard and break their hold on the market. Maybe not. I don't know. What do you think? And is it right to say that these guys suppress silver prices through aggressive naked shorting? I don't know. But it is interesting to see how silver is still at $34 while gold's at an all-time high, copper's at an all-time high, right? So definitely a head-scratching moment. He says here, anyone who's followed me or invested in precious metals long enough knows that silver is one of the most heavily suppressed assets on the planet. And does anybody really know the real price of silver? It's kind of like that Chicago song. Does anybody really know what time it is? He says here, I recently broke down exactly why, and how it works in a detailed report and video presentation. And these are hot links. You can check those out. Like I said, I will leave a link in the description for this article. Both have been going viral over the past couple of weeks, and I have been picked up by major precious metal websites and pundits, including Kitco, SilverSeek.com, John Rubino, Bill Holter, Steve Quayle, and GATA. That's a Gold Antitrust Action Committee, which specializes in exposing price manipulation in the precious metals market. And, every now and then you do see some companies get busted for silver manipulation, and, they probably made billions of dollars, on that. And then when they get busted, there's like, well, I know you made $1 billion, but there's a $500,000 or a $500 million penalty, and don't do it again, right? So they got their cut, and and nobody goes down, right? So is that a head-scratching moment? Probably. And does that happen? Maybe. It says here, my reports have really resonated with people. Many have told me because I explained silver manipulation in clear, straightforward terms that anyone can understand. There's a chart there. I'm not going to go over that. Following my recent reports, which had helped reignite the conversation around silver manipulation and mounting frustration over silver being intentionally slammed down every time it nears $33 an ounce. We're over 33, right? We're almost 34. More and more everyday people are ready to take matters into their own hands. That sounds scary. Their strategy, buying physical silver to push prices higher and trigger a silver squeeze. Is that really a good idea? I don't know. One that could force major bullion banks like JP Morgan and UBS, heavily exposed through naked short positions, to cover their bets. Now it says here, as the chart below shows, the bullion banks, while working to suppress the price of silver, have built up a massive net short position of 44,583 futures contracts. That's equivalent to 223 million ounces of silver, or more than a quarter of the world's annual silver production. But that also means bullion banks stand to lose approximately 223 million on their short positions for every dollar increase in the price of silver. Now check this out. This is where it gets scurry. Now just imagine what would happen if silver climbs by 5, 10, 20 dollars per ounce. That would be whoa. Especially just $5. would be $1 billion, right? That's incredible. Over the weekend, an ex-user named Sqeaky Mouse, and I'll show you that ex-user in a moment here, known for sharing silver technical analysis charts, reached out to me and a few other influential voices in the industry. He asked if we'd help promote an upcoming event on Monday, March 31st. That's 2 days from now, 2 wake-ups, encouraging everyone to buy as much physical silver or Sprott Physical Silver Trust, PSLV, through their brokerage accounts as possible. I agreed, he says. I shared it with my followers, and it quickly went viral, with many people expressing strong support. A new X community called SilverSqueeze was also launched, and I'll show you that in a second, for those taking part in the event. It quickly gained over 1,700 members, and I think it's at 2,000 now, and I've since joined as a moderator. If you're on X, I recommend joining the conversation. There's Sqeaky Mouse right there. March 31st, buy silver. Let's take back price control and break the banks. Spread the word. Who's in? Hashtag SilverSqueeze. There it is, folks. It says here, if you're planning to participate in buying silver on March 31st, one key tip is to minimize the amount of silver you get. Wait, maximize the silver. What does that? Minimize? No, back it up. If you're planning to participate by buying silver on March 31st, one key tip is to maximize the amount of silver you get for your money by minimizing dealer premiums, if that's possible. That is, the markup over the spot price. In my experience, the best way to do this is by using findbullionprices.com. And a few of you have actually told me this is a really good website. It's a site that tracks popular gold and silver bullion products and ranks dealers based off who offers the best prices, as shown in the example below. And it's the best prices per day, right? So that's kind of interesting. And it talks about these different bullion exchanges and the price of each and the dealer premium. So that's pretty cool. Makes it easy to see. And is this article a Find Bullion Prices ad? Maybe. In conclusion, I truly hope this initiative sparks real change, that the bullion banks finally lose their grip and are no longer able to suppress silver prices with impunity. Even beyond March 31st, the case for buying and owning silver remains strong, as I outlined in my recent report. If this resonates with you, I encourage you to take part and spread the word. I'm optimistic that the turning point is near and that a brighter future lies ahead for silver and those believe in its value. There you go. That's a disclaimer. Related content, information, educational purposes. It's educational. We're just learning here. All right, this is the next step. It's going to be here. This is Sqeaky Mouse. Isn't that cute? All right, this is Precious Metals Investor, Crypto Investor. Scared money don't make money. And it says here, that's what we saw, March 31st. Buy silver. Let's take back price control and break the banks. Spread the word. Who's in? Hashtag SilverSqueeze. There it is. And this is the chat right here. SilverSqueeze, putting the price of silver back into people's hand and ending price manipulation. And there's 2.4 thousand members. I think the other one said 1,700. And check this out. This person here, genius, I think, just traded 1,754 pieces of paper for 50 ounces of money. But me personally, I don't really like the bars. They're okay, but I do like the coins. In particular, I like my American silver eagles. That's right, the Regal Beagle Eagle. Now, with that said, let's go to the +1 action already. I've yammered for way too long. This is about prayer. When I pray quickly because I'm talking to the Lord. But when I read the Bible, I read it slowly because the Lord is talking to me. And I pray in a room with windows to remember the world outside. Yep. So do not pray and then sit back and wait for the Lord to do something. Pray to see with the Lord's eyes, to see where and what we might be called to do. And like I said in many videos before, wisdom is out there, and there's an opportunity to learn and grow each and every single day, even with prayer, right? Think about that. That's amazing. When I wake up in the morning, I pray for one thing, wisdom, an opportunity to learn wisdom. I wash my hands and I ask for wisdom. And what wisdom is, it's just an opportunity to learn and grow. You don't necessarily get it, but it can be found anywhere. You just got to look for it. Now, with that said, let's go to the 99.939's fine. KOIN Coin News Radio. Whoa. This is the Dire Straits, a band out of London, I think. And this is Sultans of Swing. This is a great jam. Hope you dig it as much as I do. Now, with that said, I want to thank you all for coming. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit the like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, please sub the channel. It's absolutely free. What's not free is the membership. It's $1.99 per month. It's the price of an inexpensive or a cheap cup of coffee, depending on where you go. Or you can go to the store, buy a t-shirt, buy a beanie. But really, I don't think that's where it's at. Where it's at is guess what? Yeah, it's those coin roll hunting mats. Those are fantastic. Now, folks, I really, I want to let you know I'm headed out today, headed to the New Smyrna Beach coin show. headed over to Buc-ee's, and then headed over to the shark bite capital of the world, New Smyrna Beach. So, sharks, they're no big deal. As long as you don't splash around and make a lot of noises, they don't come after you. Now, with that said, y'all have a great day. Stacker out.